Okay, so my lesson simulation for today is teaching using pivotal response training with my friend Sophie here. Pivotal response training is part of behavioral intervention, and it's oftentimes in the same program, perhaps as discrete trial training. For example, the STAR program uses discrete trial, pivotal response, and functional training, all with students with ASD. And kind of the difference with discrete trial and pivotal response is that pivotal response is really child initiated and in kind of a play-based setting, where discrete trial is more of a teacher initiated and you're expecting a child to do what you've told them to do. So a really key piece to pivotal response training is seeing where you can build a lesson based on what a child is already doing. So observation is going to be key for your kid, of course. And in pivotal response training, today my lesson is going to be that I'm going to be teaching this cute little kiddo here how to say blow bubbles. And one of the pieces with pivotal response training is motivation, and we know students with ASD, motivation can oftentimes be really challenging for them. So the pivotal response training kind of keys in on the pivotal areas of development and hopes that when you build those skills in the pivotal areas, that other areas of development, and motivation definitely being one of those pivotal areas. So this little kid over here really loves to blow bubbles, and so I'm going to use that with her as I'm playing with her to hopefully get her to say blow bubbles. So we're going to have to use our imagination with our bubbles today because I don't have any bubbles. But I am using pivotal response with a kiddo in my classroom right now who really loves the sit and spin. But she particularly likes it when a staff member does the sit and spin because I can get it a little faster than she can do by herself. So I'm using that with her to get her to say more spin. So I'll get down on the floor with her, she's spinning around, and I'll stop it. And I have cued her several times and prompting with more spin, and now she's totally doing it herself. I think it took maybe 3 times to prompt on the more spin. And now when I stop her, she'll just say more spin, and then I, of course, give her lots more spinning because she used those awesome words. So anyway, one piece that you need to do as a teacher in pivotal response is really to get the child's attention, because this won't work unless you are able to do that. So the hope is that Sophie and I are playing together. Maybe she's in the classroom. We're definitely going to use a one-on-one here. And I'm going to be blowing bubbles and really making it very exciting. So I'm blowing some bubbles. Oops, do you see? Sophie just looked at me, and so I'm seeing that I'm getting her attention. So I'm going to stop blowing bubbles, and I'm going to say, do you want to blow bubbles? And she might not know what to do here. She might just either grab them or point. I think I forgot to introduce Sophie. Sophie is playing the part of a child with ASD who's about 7 years old, who does can use her verbal skills, but does prefer to gesture, point, or grab for things. So we're hoping that she's going to get a little more verbal here by saying blow bubbles. So you saw that I stopped. I said, do you want to blow bubbles? And she is just kind of giving me a look. I'm going to give her that 10-second wait time, of course, and then I might prompt her a little by saying, say blow bubbles.
Blow bubbles.
Oh, she said it. Look at her. High five. High five. And then I'm going to, of course, blow bubbles. Blow bubbles. She blew bubbles. Oh, lots of bubbles. She's going to pop them. And then I'm going to stop. And look at that. Attention, nice job. Do you want to blow bubbles? Oh, she didn't even need a prompt there. She said, blow bubbles? Good job. You said blow bubbles. And then we're blowing bubbles. We're blowing bubbles. Again, as I said at the beginning, if she's not giving a response or she's still grabbing for it, I'm going to cue her in by telling her to say blow bubbles. And then hopefully she'll say blow bubbles. And I really want to give some kind of verbal praise for any verbal attempt that she makes, because we might be working up to that. But if I'm prompting her with it, I'm definitely going to blow bubbles, but I might not make as big of a woo as I did when she did it all by herself. So thank you for helping me with my pivotal response training today, and that's the end.